Secretive, seductive Scorpios, welcome. It is Sachi, and we are here to do a see what pops up reading for your bonus reading, where we just see what pops up. That is what you guys voted for, and congratulations again on coming in second place, which gets you this bonus reading. You were just a couple votes off from first place, which gets you the extended for free for the monthly and for the bonus. So just keep that in mind, and if you didn't vote on September's readings, go ahead and like whichever video, obviously Scorpio and maybe your moon and rising, to cast your vote. All right, so Scorpio, let's hop in. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had the Nine of Cups in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse, Sun, Ace of Cups, Two of Pentacles in reverse, and Magician. So basically what this is telling me is that there was a wish that you had that wasn't being granted. It wasn't being fulfilled. And, you know, with the Sun here, you're recognizing why it didn't happen. And you're actually glad that it didn't happen because something was not balanced or not correct. Basically, the energetic exchange between the masculine and feminine was not what it was supposed to be. Because there could have been okay, well, anyway, that's I'm feeling something else about a particular relationship of someone trying to come back from the past. And it's like you're recognizing that you shouldn't have to beg for what is actually meant to be yours. But anyway, it feels like you're recognizing why this wish didn't come true, and it's because the universe sort of wanted to give you something better. And so with the Ace of Cups, it looks like you are having emotional fulfillment at this time. Your cup overfloweth, okay? Which is really good. This is the card of pure love, of self-love, of being able to fill your own cup. So I feel like you are really focused on giving a lot towards yourself right now and not necessarily trying to juggle a lot of things. You're more focused on self, and you're not interested in necessarily having a particular counterpart that you have to balance things with. Again, it feels like a very self-sufficient and very self-centered, but not in a negative, egotistic way. More of like, again, like self-fulfilling energy. The Sun is, of course, associated with the solar plexus, associated with the sense of self. The Sun is arguably the best card in the deck. It represents things that warm us to our core, things that bring us joy, things that, you know, really make us feel fulfilled and, you know, brighten our day and even make our inner child feel very fulfilled as well. And in this card, it particularly relates to like the mother-child relationship. So it's like this beautiful bond, right? That's just sort of beyond words, is the Sun. And so again, I feel like you are focused on filling your own cup. And we have the Magician here, which is talking about you manifesting your own magic. And as you see, there's the lightning bolt right above his head, which is sort of this aha moment. So it seems like you sort of had this aha moment of like, I don't need someone else to sort of bounce things off of or whatever. I'm into filling my own cup. We have pan pour using water, G-U-N. So this is telling me that when it comes to the emotions here, it looks like someone was using emotions as a weapon, basically. And with strong energy, this is a special type of fighting energy. So it's telling me that basically you didn't want to fight whoever was trying to use emotions as a weapon towards you. And with strong energy coming out in reverse, it feels like it's like someone was trying to fight you and make you not feel strong. And so again, but you know that you are with the Sun here. And so we have a Rangaroo using resource management, which is basically this energy of like, okay, I don't have to be particularly strong. I just have to use my resources properly. And Oranguru is, like a guru Pokemon. It's kind of shamanistic even. And so there can be this aspect of wanting to manage your resources in some sort of setting to even get help from a guru or something like that. And with Trainer, Professor Kukui in reverse, again, Trainer indicates somebody else's energy. And Professor Kukui is like you know, a professional opinion who sort of has the answer in the pocket. And so I feel like there is sort of this, this rejection or lack of professional help in some sort of way. All right. And that can be with the Two of Pentacles. There can be maybe, you know, not having your financial footing for something that you want particularly, but we'll see. Again, Scorpio, what we're going to do is a see what pops up reading where we just see what pops up. I hope all of you are well. Oh, Weavile, dark type. So it definitely seems like you're dealing with some darkness. That is also my card of black magic, so just be mindful. All right, so let's see here, Scorpio. What is... Let's see what pops up. What's going on, Scorpio? Ooh, the devil, yeah. Wow. All right. Well, like I said, that black magic card did pop up. It is my card of black magic. And just a reminder, black magic is any time that you supersede free will, right? So sometimes people think black magic is like voodoo or, you know, sacrifice of some sort. No. Black magic is when you intend to do magic where you supersede someone else's free will, where you're controlling someone else's reality. And we have the devil here. So the devil represents, you know, anything that you feel toxically attached to. And so the devil itself can be considered black magic in general because it's when you feel like you're attached to a person, a job, a situation, any sort of material that is beyond your control. So for example, as you see, it's a woman who's, you know, drinking a bunch. That's addiction. It's a man who's, well, a thing. I wouldn't call either of these man or woman. They're like demon and demoness. You know, he's overeating. It's gluttony, right? So there is this aspect of feeling like you're attached to things that are beyond your control. So that's never good to have in your energy, but we are going to see. Tell me more about this. The devil can also be inverted things. It's like something that you're supposed to love becomes so bad for you because of the way that you attach to it. So for example, food. Food is not good. Food is meant to be enjoyed, right? But if you're constantly overeating and becoming a complete glutton, that's when it becomes unhealthy, right? It's no longer good for you. Even if you eat the most, you know, best things, right? If it's like broccoli and cauliflower or whatever, right? The health foods, you can still eat too many health foods to where you have a sick relationship with that food. Same goes for, you know, engaging in a substance, you know, every once in a while having a glass of wine or something, right? It's fine. But if you feel like you can't control that relationship and it, you know, you're constantly engaging in it, it becomes something inverted. The same can be said with, you know, people that we love, right? If we try to chain ourselves to someone, you know, that's no longer love. That's control and manipulation. So tell me more about what this devil energy is. Two of Pentacles in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. So yeah, this is someone who, or a situation where it's stopping you from balancing your finances or your relationship with physicality in general. And it's also saying that with the King of Cups in reverse, that your lack of being emotionally grounded, or perhaps this is someone else. You might be dealing with someone who doesn't have healthy masculine energy when it comes to their emotional body. So that would mean that they're just emotionally out of control. But this can also be representative of your own emotions. If you don't have the groundedness and stability and safety to express your emotions and things, it is manifesting in your physical reality of feeling like you can't get your footing. Like you're constantly, even though it's coming out in reverse, it feels like a constant juggle. Whereas like if this was upright, it would feel like, okay, you're balancing your physical reality. You're balancing the yin and yang, or masculine and feminine, as it relates to your physical reality. But in reverse, it just feels like you're constantly juggling, but not finding your footing. And then, yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles. So this also came up in the cleansing ceremony. Six of Pentacles, again, is the imbalance of masculine and feminine energy. As an energy, right, yin or feminine energy is the receptive void space, whereas the masculine or yang energy is the penetrating feminine, is like the penetrating light, right? And the natural flow of energy goes, the masculine gives and the feminine receives, right? Or the yang energy gives and the yin receives. And we see how that's distorted here. And it was coming out stuck, and it came up literally like this too. So what's happening here is that the feminine is begging. And here the masculine is, he has, you know, so much right? It's the king. He's the king of pentacles. He has so much. He has a lot of whatever it is. And the feminine is basically living off the scraps. So I feel like that's basically the soul tie that you feel you're stuck in, is that your feminine energy has to constantly beg, and the masculine is in this, you know, sense of hierarchy, that again is just sort of giving feminine scraps. Let's see, what's the light energy here? We have cloister using sudden grip and surf. So cloister is a very yoni energy, and as we can see, it has become very defensive and even has like a spike, a dangerous. So with sudden grip, again, this can be when the emotions, the water energy suddenly grips, it becomes this surf. And surf is an attack where it's like, woo, like it's just so much water energy. And again, it's like when there's a lot of water energy, if the masculine energy is not grounded when it comes to the cups, the emotions of being able to provide that security and that safety and stability. And the King of Cups represents masculine energy that is able to open up about their emotions. Whereas the Queen of Cups, the feminine journey, is about, you know, reserving one's emotions and not letting, you know, emotional expression sort of take over. And so it's telling me there's a lot of distorted masculine energy here, especially when emotions sort of arise. You know, again, the feminine, because the feminine energy doesn't have this safe space, that's why it sort of has this masculine armor all over it. It says, its shell is extremely hard. It cannot be shattered even with a BOMB. The shell opens only when it's attacking. Yeah, so there is this energy of like, again, only opening up when it's attacking. So there's this aspect of, you know, emotional attacks and, you know, only opening up, only expressing emotions when it's attacking. And again, being very, you know, the shell is extremely hard. So again, there's this very hard exterior to the emotional body. And then we have Houndor using Darkness Fang. Yeah, so this is coming to the light. So, you know, it's a dark type in the light. So it seems to be a shadow that you are aware of. That Houndor is dog spirit, and dog spirit is a sense of loyalty, right? So it's kind of being loyal to a fault. And again, feeling like you have to be loyal to whatever the soul contract is, even though there is so much darkness here, right? With Darkness Fang. And I'm not sure if you heard my doggy, Bark Angel Gabriel, like growling. So I definitely feel like there is this aspect of like maybe feeling like you need to protect something, or some aspect of, again, loyal. Like you can be terrible to a dog, right? There's so many people, oh, it hurts my heart even just thinking about it, who just like abuse their animals, right? And are just so terrible to them, but the dogs will still be loyal to their owners because it's just that encoding, right? And so I do feel like there is this aspect of loyalty, even though, again, the feminine is just receiving crumbs here. It says, around dawn, its ominous howl echoes through the area to announce that this is its territory. Yeah, so there can be this aspect of, again, the masculine being like, this is my territory. You know, feeling a sense of ownership over the feminine. You know, like the King of Pentacles, he owns, you know, a large plot of land. Maybe these ladies are his workers or something. And again, they're just sort of getting the crumbs. So there definitely is an aspect of inequality here. Let's see, what's the shadow? And not saying that it's, you know, masculine doesn't necessarily mean man, and feminine does not mean woman. These are energetic principles. But, you know, the feminine, which is the unseen forces, the flow, you know, the creativity and stuff, is really, you know, just getting the crumbs. We have Swaddle using swaddling leaves. Yeah. And so there can be an aspect, maybe some of you have a child with this person or something like that, because Swaddle is, you know, like a baby Pokemon. It's a caterpillar Pokemon. So this is telling me in the shadow, basically the heart chakra is a caterpillar. And with swaddling leaves, it looks like, you know, there will be a cocoon that's going to go around your heart chakra, and eventually you will go through this metamorphosis, but you're kind of in the beginning stages of what this lesson entails. It says, this Pokemon makes clothes for itself. It chews up leaves and sews them with a sticky thread exuding from its mouth. Yeah, so again, there is this aspect of sort of creating this cocoon. So I feel like you are going to be going through that, but right now you're sort of making your clothes, if that makes sense. of like kind of making your cocoon before you go in. I'm also getting this energy of some of these are like soul contracts of like feminine energy, sort of baby. Remember in the cleansing ceremony how there was that sun card, which is the mother and the baby, and how it's like this bond of mother and child, right? And the bond between mother and child, the mother is supposed to give, right? It is a rather one-sided relationship. And of course there's biochemical, you know, reactions and things that support that, because that is what is necessary for a child to, you know, grow and things like that. And of course the mother gets emotional fulfillment and things like that. But that's kind of what it feels here, is that like the feminine feels attached and sort of caring for this baby, so to speak, and even just accepting crumbs from it. But again, it's like, it's not from a baby. It feels like this is, you know, someone that you're actually, you know, dealing with. All right. Well, anyway, let's see what else is going on here, Scorpio. Ooh, my back just really started, hurting. It like something stabbed it. So I feel like maybe you feel like you've been stabbed in the back, or perhaps someone actually has. Yeah, we have the Moon in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So we have Queen and King of Cups both coming out in reverse, which is telling me there really are a lot of emotional issues here, Scorpio. And again, we saw that there was a lack of professional help, where you might need some help in this. You know, you might need a professional opinion, whether that's, you know, a professor, sort of a professional opinion, or like a guru. Because with the Queen of Cups in reverse, as I mentioned, right, the King of Cups learns the lesson of emotional expression. The Queen of Cups learns how to be reserved. Notice how she has one cup over her cup. She's not showing what's in her cup. Even though she's feeling these intense waterfall of emotions, she is not showing. You know, she's very stoic. She only has one toe in the water, you know. Whereas the masculine, his cup is open and overflowing, and he has both feet in the water, right? So again, the masculine and feminine is very inverted here, because it's stuck in this energy. Again, the masculine is naturally supposed to give and the feminine receives. But we see what it's been is the feminine begs and the masculine gives the crumbs. And that's just really not a good energy to be in. And with the Moon in reverse, that can be like, the Moon when it's upright is all about secrets and things that are hidden and subconscious. So the fact that the Moon is coming out in reverse, it's telling me that, you know, these things are no longer hidden. Information is coming to light. Your own subconscious behaviors are even coming to light. Let's see what's the light energy. Litwick using Scorch. So this is fire type, and Litwick is this flame, right? And so I feel like there is a flame that has been, right? It's like things were hot, but you got burnt from it, is what I want to, is like the energy that I'm getting. And let me just, I'm going to light this candle. That's kind of what I'm feeling, which I got to not have in my other reading. And so what I'm getting here with Litwick is like, it's already, you know, this fire has been there for a while, right? And you've gotten burnt from it. And so it's really time to assess what you've learned from this and reground yourself, because this is the root chakra. And the root chakra is everything you eat and drink, your sleeping pattern, and your sense of safety. Well, anything that you put in and on your body, that includes, you know, lotions and beauty products and even scents from candles and stuff like that. And so, yeah, basically you got burnt. And that's that stuff that's coming to light. Some of you, I'm hearing, like, may have gotten burnt out. It says, the flame on its head keeps its body slightly warm. The Pokemon takes lost children by the hand to guide them to the spirit world. So I feel like you're recognizing that your inner child has basically been stolen away. Again, there is this aspect of a child here. Perhaps some of you may have lost a child, and if that's the case, I'm very sorry to hear that. But I feel like for most of you, it's more about, you know, recognizing that, you know, your inner child in terms of its creativity was sort of stolen, but also the inner child may run the game. You know, whether you're the the parent or the baby in this energetic soul contract, right? Of, you know, like, for example, if you're recognizing, like, you know, some of my behaviors are a little bit childish and I want to stop them because I want like a real relationship or a real job or this, you know, it's like, how do I follow my true light and let the inner child sort of go and stop running the show? But again, it's more about integrating the inner child rather than getting rid of the inner child. I feel like you're kind of rejecting the inner child. Oh, and that wanted to go right to swaddle. You're more rejecting the inner child than integrating it. Going right to swaddle, using swaddling leaves, we have pat rat, safety check in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there is this aspect of sort of, again, it's childish behavior in a way of like just doing things without really checking to see if it's safe. You know, not checking in with yourself even to see if it's safe. And for some of you, there can definitely be, you know, we have children here, we have baby energy here, and we have a very protective cloister, which is yoni energy. So there definitely can be this energy of maybe even attracting people who are trying to get you stuck in a soul contract, trying to get stay like, and this may only be for some of you, of like who are tricking you so that they can get pregnant or something like that. So be very careful, okay? We have using food stored in its cheek pouches. They can keep watch for days. They use their tails to communicate with others. Yeah, so, you know, this is talking about the food stored in its cheeks for days. So I do think it's important for you to, you know, keep in mind what you're eating. You know, keep your root chakra healthy so that you can remain rooted for what you want to do. This is also talking about, you know, using their tails to communicate with others, which I always take as, you know, tails are things from the past. And so I feel like you're sort of connecting with people and talking with people and just sort of sharing things about what has happened in the past, maybe even talking about your childhood and things. It definitely gives me kind of like dating vibes. But again, we see that the inner child is running the show. And again, it's like the feminine is only really receiving the scraps from the masculine. All right, let's see what Mother Moon would like to say about this. So in the extended, we're just going to keep going and see what pops up and then end with some advice from your angels. The extended is available for Eagle and Phoenix members, and the Eagle plan starts at $7.77 a month if that interests you. We have your commitment is being tested in reverse. Yeah, again, there's this aspect of loyalty, you know, of this ultra commitment and feeling stuck, right? And there may be this aspect of like, oh, you know, of testing commitment, right? Of feeling like you're bound to something. But Mother Moon is saying otherwise. Your commitment is not being tested. You are not meant to stay committed to this particular thing. We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So, it looks like for some of you, this may be in romance. Let's see what's going on here. What do the romance angels want to say? Going right to Pat Rat, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So we see that new love is on its way, and it is a love worth waiting for. And again, you want to make sure that the people that you're connecting with, that it's safe to connect with them. You know, one, I was getting, you know, an energy of people who like want to get you pregnant, or people who want to trick you into, you know, getting them pregnant in some sort of way, deception. I was also getting energy of like, someone having like an STD and giving it to someone so that way they feel bound together or something like that. It was really a not good energy here, Scorpio. So I would be very careful. And again, we see that you're sort of doing things without really checking if they're safe. So it is worth waiting for and being in alignment with divine timing for your love life here. All right, so we are going to head into the extended to see what else pops up. If you'd like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below and also in the link in my bio. And if we part ways here, good luck with the situation, and I am sending you so much love.